Hey everybody, it's John from the Gamerduo here, and today, I know that the dip in quality, you'll be like, what's happened? So my computer is rendering the footage of a different video that will be coming, actually would have already came out because I'm pre-recording, but also this is the last series, or the Jaryon Wright in Madden 17, so there's going to be a lot of, or not Madden 17, in Madden 25 before he goes to Madden 17, more than likely, because I've had such a rough season this year. First, we have 21,454 XP to spend. I don't know if you can see that up there, but we're going to use that on some accuracy, because I was complaining about that the last couple weeks, and I didn't realize that I could have used it on some accuracy. And just in general, we need it. I would say it's like we're 90 overall, but with like the 70% accuracy that we had, it's like how am I gonna say, oh, I'm 90 overall when I'm this terrible in the accuracy department? I mean, awareness is pretty good for us too, but my biggest thing is accuracy, because we have to create Jaryon Wright back into the game, more than likely, like we had to do with this game. So the best stats that we can get is the ones that we want. So our throw on the run can, actually no, there's actually throw accuracy, let's use it. Okay, so I can use it plus and play action. So our totals, we're a 92 overall, which I'm A-okay with. 92 overall, but we're going to do a seasonal rundown at the end of this game, because this has definitely been a season, I know, to forget for most of you, because we're going to Madden 17, but I remember saying this should take 1 to 3 seasons to win the Super Bowl, and we're in season 4. We haven't made the playoffs in the last 2 seasons. 5 and 11, or that's what I want to be this year, but 6 and 10 the other year. I also have this notebook because it's going to be randomly generated, well, not randomly generated, well, yeah, randomly shuffled and picked based on what happens with what, in the same fashion that I did last time to pick the team. I'm not going to pick it. The only way that it's going to be picked and you guys are going to know beforehand is if, by some miracle or some chance, I get picked up by any of these teams. I get to stay on this, either stay on this platform or go to Madden 17. Your guys' choice. But anyway, we're going to go into this game. We're at home. We need a win. If we win, I'm going to be super ridiculously mad that we won, because this is a 10-5 team, and we should have been able to beat other teams that are much, much, much better, or, well, much worse, I guess, technically, record-wise. But we've had some interesting things happen. I mean, the fact that our division, this is a division that could be sending a losing record team to the playoffs, and we're that bad to where we aren't going to make it in a losing record division is super ridiculously bad. But Anawaku gets to the 41-yard line, so 4 yards. A nice dump off to start this game. So let's see how much these accuracy improvements actually helped. I feel like they're going to help ridiculously, and I should have noticed that. Yeah, see, now Jaryon Wright's playing like Jaryon Wright. This is the normal... Oh, wow. See, this feels like the normal Jaryon... Well, yeah, that's the normal Jaryon Wright. Interception, Godfrey, and that's the 89th interception this season. Like, it's ridiculous how many interceptions we've thrown. But Cam Newton, oh wow, our defense gets a touchdown. Really? Our defense, I'm not mad because we're winning, but that sounded like I was a sore loser. I'm not really, but, negative yards. Injury, that's a terrible way to go into playoffs, is getting injured. Somebody got injured, but it was on the Panthers. And Devin McCluster, we're 4 of 5 for 14 yards. I mean, our Our game has been, this has been a different style of game, I guess. And that, incomplete. So we're not going to get anything. We're just going to pump this football. If, like I said, if we win, we'll be 5-11. And I'm scoffing because, it's not because we're going to be 5-11. I'm scoffing just because if we win, this is the least clutch game that we needed. This is the game that we needed least out of all the other games. I mean, the Chargers with that 6-point loss, and then the 2 games against the Raiders where one was a 3-point loss. Like, we had a couple just super close areas that we could have easily been in a spot with our division to where if we win, we could be in the playoffs. It's one of those, because it's 2 games that I just thought of right there. Like, the only team that I think could have really messed that up is the Chiefs. So I feel like right now, with those 2 wins, we'd be 6-9. Same with the Chargers too. The Chiefs would be in the lead of the division. And if we won and the Chiefs lost, we would be the winner of the division because of how Madden works in this game. Although we wouldn't be the lead of the division in the actual way it goes. But a 4th and 8, we're going to punt it again. Second quarter is already almost over. So 4th, and Julian Edelman will get down to the 45-yard, the 46, and that'll put the Panthers, oh my goodness, they had to punt it, and they had a good punt. Oh no, so it's 3-7 now. Nice, Wes Welker down to the 12-yard line, and we're close. We're trying to get that first down here. Fumbled, and luckily we recovered it, but it's back to 3rd and 10. So that's not a good start here. But Julius Thomas is back, but that's another Carolina injury. That's 2. That's 2 defensive Carolina injuries, and Carolina's getting injured on the worst game to get injured. Because they can, this game is of severe importance to them, and I get that, because if they win, they have the number 2 seed more than likely. If they lose, they're like the 3 or 4 seed because of how tight this NFC or the NFC is, because of how terrible the AFC is being. So this game is super important. This is probably, like I said, this is one of the most important games for them. For us, it's important in a different aspect, and that's caught. Wes Welker going down. 40, 50, 40, 30, 20, 10. Down at the 1. Oh, that would have been a 94-yard touchdown. And Cam Newton's the fact that we're beating Cam Newton in a lot of these stats is kind of sad. But I'm okay with that. We're having a better performance. Yes! That's caught! Dang it, Virgil Green did not get enough. He got down to we're still at the 1-yard line. I pressed like all the buttons at once. I meant to press Y. So Y was the open guy, but whoops. And they get the Carolina Panthers a nice goal line stand, but we're gonna take this field goal. We're gonna go up 10-3, and we're gonna get the ball right back. What is this game turning into right now? 10-3. But we keep getting hit, but we're not getting sacked. So that's I guess we found a plus. We're not getting sacked, but still, we're up by. Yeah, let's just run it. We'll gain a yard. I'll take it. Did we go out of bounds? Yeah, we did. Darn. An incomplete pass. We're going to throw that kind of away. So we're going to punt it again. Unfortunately, we were having to do this a lot, but the defense is holding up. They're getting their stands. They're being good to us. So we're going to be fine. Honestly, Dustin Colquitt's going to get a good punt off, hopefully. Yeah, wow. Okay, that was a booming punt, but our punt coverage is not there because it seemed to be a more line drive. And that's going to make it a 6-10 game before halftime. So we're in an interesting spot now because it's been a one possession game. This whole game has been one possession. And that's an interception, and wow, Stewart with the interception right there. That's number 90 on the year, I think. Which I don't know why I'm counting, but it's 9-10. It is a 1-point game. That's how close that everything has gone in this game. And this series has had a lot of those moments too, where it's just something so close yet so far, and hopefully we can take. Like I said, I want to come out of this with a win, because if we lose, then we're more than likely going to be the last place team in the NFL, and I don't want to do that. Underwood, 3rd and 1, okay. That's okay though. 3rd down and 1. Hopefully we can do something good. Yeah, right there, wide open. Underwood again. Wow, nice way to go under them. Okay. 166 yards, 0 touchdowns, 2 picks. But we're at the 49-yard line now, and we're on the opposing 49. Unfortunately, an interception, number 91, right there by Manning, and this will make it. Well, okay. Our defense is held strong, and I'm appreciating that. But I'm hoping that we don't have to worry. And wow! Oh, Welker dropped it. That would have been down to the 40 almost. But it's 9-10. We are up by a solid 1 point, and that's all I need to be up by to win the game. And that's Devin McCluster down to the 50, the jukes to the 40 of the Carolina Panthers. And we break the new single-season passing record with 5,781 yards. And I don't know if that's like the actual one that's been. That probably is the new one. So we have our best season in terms of yards this season, but we have our worst season in terms of record this season as well. Unfortunate, but I can live with it. Jaryon Wright will go down to the, is that a 5? Yeah, it's a 1st and goal down to the 5-yard line. And Jaryon Wright, he's doing anything he can right now to see if we can keep up the good work that he's doing. And, oh, wow. Okay, I don't know where that went, but that was lucky that didn't get intercepted. And that's Wes Welker for the touchdown. 17-9 is your score as of right now. And the Denver Broncos, with 6:48 left in this game, have a good chance at winning. But we have blown leads before, and today is not we're hoping today is an exception to that. We don't want to blow these leads. We're down by only a touchdown, or we're out by a touchdown. We're not down by a touchdown. I'm so used to being down, I can't believe I said that. Oh, and almost intercepted. 3rd and 16. 6:13 left in this game today. In the final game of our season, it'd be kind of a good thing to come out on top with a victory. But it's going to be another sack, but a sack is better than throwing it in completion to this point. 5:46 left in this game and counting. Oh, wow. Okay, we're going to be in a close spot where he's punting from our own end zone. And that's a down. Okay, he's been down to the 47-yard line. And the score now is still 9-17. Okay. A touchdown pretty much more than likely, I think, secure this game if we can get the touchdown. And caught! Manningham, oh, he broke those tackles. He just went out of bounds. It was a 30-yard gain. And Oh my, this has been very good so far. See, why couldn't we do this all season? Like, honestly, why? Onawaku gets down to the 4-yard line. And we have 100% red zone. And coming into... Actually, I'll just explain it later. But honestly, I think red zone's the biggest reason for our record right now. And that's another one. Touchdown, Broncos, 24-9. And the Denver Broncos in the final... Oh, what? Oh, they didn't go for the 2-point. Okay. But they got it. They got it. So 16-24. Oh. And that's going to be caught by Wes Welker. And Wes Welker goes down to the 48-yard line. He's got 135 yards receiving on the year. See, and we've had a good year, but still just a terrible, like turnovers are a big thing. And that's, oh, I thought that was going to be another one. Okay, Julius Thomas has not had that big of a game either this game. So yeah, we've had 2 touchdowns, 3 interceptions in this game. It all started with week 1. Week 1, we had a game where it was the most interceptions that Jaryon Wright has ever thrown. But Jaryon Wright will get a good run there down to the 31-yard line. And Jaryon Wright having it, like I said, having the game of his life. And there's just 2 minutes left in this game. And, you know, Jaryon Wright is going to come out of the final game of the season. And Mario Manningham will get him down to the 6. And another touchdown, Wes Welker with that one. And that was 31-16. And now it's 23-31. And well, it wants me to do It wants me to kneel to end the game, but Jaryon Wright needs this kind of a game. He needs a performance. And he's been sacked, and then Carolina will... I mean, exactly, that's why I did that. Carolina would have called a timeout. If we didn't anyway, so might as well try to get in the field goal range and call a timeout, get a field goal. Oh, or get a touchdown. I'll take a touchdown. Touchdown Broncos. 38 points in this game was scored, and the Denver Broncos will come out on top in their final game, 38-23. If we would have only played like that all season. But the Panthers will lose this game. And if you're a Panther fan right now, you're like, you guys had one of the worst teams in the league, and you guys lose. We were 4-11 before coming into this game, but this game was an offensive powerhouse game. Jaryon Wright, 104.6 passer rating, 402 yards, 4 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. Cam Newton, 2 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. And, I mean, 3 attempts, 22 yards rushing. Wes Welker, 141 yards. Mario Manningham, 117 yards. 13 yards for Onawaku, 65 for Underwood, 22 for Julius Thomas, 44 for McCluster, and 0 for Virgil Green. Blocking, only like 6 sacks, I think, allowed. But, I mean, we didn't get to the quarterback, but the Panthers sure did with 7 sacks. I mean, kicking game for us, Matt Prater had 1 field goal made. That was like a short 27-yarder, I think. And Colquitt had 4 punts. So we're going to end the season off with a win. Not unfortunately, but also unfortunately, because I feel like we could have played much better. And honestly, I really want the Chargers to win. I'll still feel bad for not making the playoffs with the division as terrible as we did, or we had. But if the Chargers lose, it'd make me even feel worse. Honestly, I can't stand a team that has... I can't stand a losing record playoff team. Will I have to stand it? Chiefs lead the... Oh, good. Okay. So, the 8-8 won our division. Still pretty ridiculous and bad. But the two games I was talking about is like, but it wouldn't have mattered. It would have mattered if the Chargers would have lost. But with that being said, well, it's time to mark the teams that have successfully. Oh, what? The Panthers. We kicked the Panthers out of the playoffs at 10-6, guys. They were 10-6 and we kicked them out of the playoffs. But we know the number 1 team is the Packers. Number 2 is the Bills. We played against the number 2 team. We lost. So now here's where it's discretion time. Do I go based on rank? Actually, division. So my tiebreakers are going to be division and then conference. So whoever does best in their division and then whoever does best in their conference. How many 10-6 teams are there? A lot. There's a lot of 10-6 teams. Tampa Bay, Miami, North Carolina, Philadelphia, Minnesota. So out of North Carolina, so Eagles 7-5, Saints are 8-4, Dolphins are 8-4. So Philly is number 5. What about, and then out of conference is going to be my next one, and they're tied there too. Well, obviously, because they have the same amount of games. Then points 4 is going to be my next one. So there's 3 tiebreakers. And that goes to the Dolphins. So Miami. Okay, then afterwards, it's the Bears, North Carolina, and Tampa Bay. So conference. 8-4. Oh, it is already organized by conference. Okay, I'll just stick. Okay, fine. I'll stick with what they have. They have it for a reason. Bears. Oh, actually, Saints are still 4. Saints, Bucks, Dolphins, Panthers, Eagles. They're all 10-6. Then Vikings, who also didn't make the playoffs at 10-6. Then you have Giants, Ravens, Colts, Texans, Chargers. So, Ravens, Colts, Texans, and Chargers are both 8-8. Browns, Bengals, Titans, Steelers. Browns, Bengals, Titans, Steelers. And then Raiders and Chiefs are probably next to each other. Okay, Raiders should be next to the Chiefs because they have the better record. So that's the only thing that I'm going to improvise because I know that's better. The Seahawks made the playoffs. I don't know if you can see that, but the Seahawks won their division at 7-9. So I was complaining about our division being bad, but the Seahawks are the team that are 7-9 and going to go in the playoffs. Okay, then. And they're actually officially ranked the 22nd team in the league. Like, some of these teams just don't deserve it at all, but they're in it. Then you got Cowboys, 49ers. Falcons, Cardinals, Rams. Wait. Yeah. And then Broncos. So that's us. Then from there, you have Patriots and Jets, who actually are ahead of the Bisons, but yeah, so Patriots, Bisons, Redskins. Now I'm just thinking, imagine if I would have lost that game. Anyway, I know it's been like a 30-minute episode because I've been jotting down stuff, so really it's been like a 22-minute episode for you guys. So I probably shortened that section. That was just me jotting stuff down. Anyway, we're going to advance all the way past this. And if Jaryon Wright is actually... We're also... We almost did 6,000 passing yards. Oh my goodness. Anyway, roster. We're going to jot down Jaryon Wright's stats as well, because I feel like that needs to be jotted down. So that's going to be jotted down. Jaryon Wright's 92 overall. Our personality is 67 overall. I don't know what goes into what, but I'm just going to count all the stats that I feel need to be counted on. So 77. Strength. 46. That's pretty low, actually. Excel. 78. Agility. 77. Still low. Awareness. 84. Elusiveness. Ball carrier vision is 60. It's low. Carrying 70. Nothing really impressive. Juke spin stiff arm. $65 on both of those. All those don't really matter to running back, but or to quarterback, excuse me. Jump. Here's the stats that actually matter. Throwing. Power 94. Accuracy 84. Medium accuracy 83. Deep accuracy is 81. 81 throw on the run. Play action 74. There's stamina and toughness. Okay, so I got that jotted down. I don't need all the stats, or all the ratings. Oh, actually, I can add more. I did season stuff. But before I do that, we were the 22nd offense and the 19th defense, so we were middle of the pack. Team roster. Well, let's go to actual offensive leaders. Season stats. See what happened over the course of the season. Yeah, on here it only tracks up to 80 or 63. We had 38 touchdowns and almost 90 interceptions. It's terrible. We were sacked a ton of times, more than 127. We did really good. We have 50% accuracy, but the average yards per game, 373. We did really good in that stat. Let's go down to rushing. And rushing, we didn't run the ball as much because we were down in games a lot. So Peyton Hillis only had one carry, but Akeem Okonokwo had 3.1 yards per carry, and we were going to use him a little bit more, but we were caught in sticky situations. But Receiving wise, we had 2 receivers getting close to 15, over almost 1,500 yards. Manningham, surprisingly, almost had 1,000 yards. Julius Thomas, our tight end, surprisingly, was not our main target. With only 400 yards. Devin McCluster, our Dexter McCluster, for 490. Tom Crabtree for 441. Okinakuo, 83. Tyquan Underwood, 297. And just a lot of yards. Blocking is the thing that really... Orlando Franklin was the worst offensive lineman that we had. Then defensively, interceptions-wise, Chris Harris was our number 1. And I'm glad that we had somebody like that. And then Matt Prater, he was good all year long. He made everything that he needed to. He was a great kicker to have. Britton Colquitt, he did okay. His average was not very much, but he got a lot of punting yards in. Kick return and punt return probably didn't do much. Yeah, no, not much for my opinions. So, yeah, that's the season. That's how the season ends. I mean, we get a win. But time to gain some... buy some upgrades here. Like throw accuracy. What is... See, like, we're doing a lot to our guy. So our medium accuracy is now 88. Our short accuracy is 88. And our deep accuracy is probably actually down here at 84. Anyway, we're going to get through this off-season real quick. And maybe we get a team, but probably not. Wait, it was about to let us play the Pro Bowl. And I highly doubt a team will actually sign us, but... Whoa! Hey, we can't advance too far. Wow, okay. We have 7 offers. See, it says that the Chargers have the best fit for us, but we get to actually... So, I did promise that Jaryon Wright would be moved to Madden 17. That is a promise that I had given to you guys. So, with that being said, whatever team gets picked is the team that he's going to go with in Madden 17. So, but now you know that it's one of these 7, and actually, it'd be funny if it's the Texans. But, and there's a reason behind that, I just don't want to go into detail. But, because we have 7 offers, it's unfortunately not an even amount of offers, because that would have made this a little bit easier, but not really, because it would have been a longer process. I'm just surprised that 7 teams decided to bid for me. I'm like right in the camera line. But I'm legitimately, I mean, it's okay. I'm not like, oh, I'm in the camera line, but I'm legitimately surprised. But a lot of teams have faith in Jaryon Wright to be their quarterback. So I would not be... wow. Okay, we have 2 of my favorite teams actually offering for the 2016 season. We have is this like, I don't know what it's... They already have an A in them. Why do they need another one? Okay, it doesn't matter. But we're either going to be... I'll just put it... So Cincinnati, Philadelphia, Chicago Bears, Oakland Raiders. I would not mind those. San Diego, Houston, or Buffalo. If we're Buffalo, that means I have to play against the Seahawks, and I'm not ready to do that. Anyway, we'll figure it out. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Cincinnati gets 0. Philly, 7. So Philly's got a strong lead to start. Tied with Chicago. Actually, I might be in the NFC. Jaryon Wright has not been in the NFC yet. That's something I did just realize. That he has not been there yet. And we actually... I would not mind being in the NFC because I haven't been there. But Buffalo, after 1, has the lead with 9 points. Cincinnati gets 5 to boost them from 0 to 5. Philadelphia, 14. Now they're at 21 points. And Chicago with 7 extra points to what they had. Oakland with 2 more. San Diego with 2 more. Houston with a total of 7. Buffalo with 10. Oh my. So it's looking like it's either Buffalo or Philadelphia at this point in time. Because Cincinnati, pretty much with that 0, that third quarter 0, it takes themselves out. Philly, wow, okay, they got 0 there. Chicago gets 2. Oakland gets 0. Wow, okay, Chicago is actually the only one with points right now. Still, wow, okay. And 2 for Houston. So Buffalo, 5. So Buffalo has the lead now. And then the final quarter, that's 7. So Cincinnati will get 12 points to end it. Philadelphia has 28 points. So it looks like it's probably the Eagles. 5 for Chicago. Puts them at 19. So I'm just going to cross off the teams that didn't make the cut. Oakland, well, that 3 points not going to save them much, will it? They're at 12, so Oakland doesn't make it either. San Diego, 14, and they made a good push at the end, but that's a 20 points, so they don't make it. 9 for Houston, so that puts them at 18, so they didn't make it. Buffalo, 7 points to end this off. That should give them enough, I think. 19, 26, yep, 31. So it will be the Buffalo Bills. So we are yet again in the AFC East. So for season 5, Jaryon Wright's going to be a Buffalo Bill. And I'm not opposed by any means, by any stretch am I opposed. I'm not opposed. So yeah, we're going to be a Buffalo Bill. In Madden 17, mind you. So, next time you see Jaryon Wright, it'll be in Madden 17. So, I'm going to go through all these and recheck where he's at. So we can accurately put him there. See you guys in Madden 17, when he's back on. Bye-bye.